Hello everyone, I'm Renowned Zero. We are back again talking about two different stories, by the way. So now it would appear that game developers are going back in time to even older games and removing things like gender selection from games like Terraria and even old school Runescape. So let's get into these articles from that Park Place, by the way. It says report, Relogic's Terraria removes gender selection 13 years after release in most recent patch. A new report claims that Terraria publisher and developer Relogic removed gender selection from the game 13 years after the game was released. The game was released to Steam in 2011. For those unfamiliar with Terraria, it is a popular pixel adventure game that allows players to dig, fight, explore, and build. The Steam curator group list Woke and Censored Games Alert shared side-by-side screenshots to Imager of the character creation options in the game's 1.4.4 version and its 1.4.5 version. In the 1.4.4 version, one can clearly see the option to choose between a male and female character with the gender symbol. However, that has since been replaced in 1.4.5 with what appears to be various different body options. So you can see the symbol here, and now you just have different body types. So essentially, affirming trans, which again, trans kids don't exist. And if you're trans, you're either male or female anyway, so there's still only two genders. And no, you cannot be the opposite gender no matter how much you think you can be. You cannot. No matter what you do to your body, you will not be the other gender. DNA doesn't lie. It's more than likely this change is made to cater to the transgender movement that rejects the differences between males and females and believes one can change from one to the other through chemical and physical means. They cannot. This is the rejection of reality and leads to significant emotional, spiritual, and physical harm to the individuals that buy into this evil ideology and movement. An alleged seasoned artist informed Sausage Roll back in 2020, amid the release of Naughty Dog's The Last of Us Part 2, that female characters were being designed to look more like men in order to placate adherents to transgender ideology. And the male gaze, that bad male gaze. The artist stated, it's not really about the objectification of women. Women, like men, come in all shapes and sizes. To say that having big, busty women is unrealistic is untrue. Again, I've never seen a person who creates a female character with small anatomy. This insider then added, this is only true for trans people. Trans women can't naturally grow large breasts because, again, trans women are men. And not all trans people can afford implants. Not my problem that you want to suffer with your mental illness and think you're something you're not. It's called a groomed kid. If you see a game where the women are a little less curvy, it's not because the game designers are worried about receiving backlash for sexualizing women. It's because they are worried about offending the trans community. Because that whole huge 0.0001% of the population is definitely going to be bad. By the way, they're not all bad. There are people in that community that make some people generalize them as a whole, but obviously they're not all bad. He then revealed, quote, from a design standpoint, this is a really challenging problem. I've had many board meetings about how to tackle this. Trans people want realistic representation in our games, but they feel excluded if they're represented as too masculine or too feminine, because you're either masculine or you're feminine. You're either a man or you're a woman. There's nothing in between, and there's only two genders. Please stop this bull crap. That's why you will see a lot of designers nerfing the female form because of male gaze, so to speak, so that the difference between trans women and cis women is a little less noticeable. Stop. They're just women. Stop. Trans women are men, by the way. The cis women are actual biological women, and trans women are men. Biological men. Stop this garbage. More recently, YouTuber Yellowflies detailed he received similar information from an inside source. He relayed, quote, I was told it was done to be ambiguous, to make everybody feel okay and included. They're purposely trying to walk a line here so that they don't offend queer people. Again, offend everyone. Who cares? That's what I was told. Now take that with a grain of salt. Given this change has been made to the character creator, it's hard to imagine that there won't be more changes to cater to this objectively evil ideological movement. It will be interesting to see if the Terraria player base does anything about this. The game had a peak concurrent player base of 35,781 in the last 24 hours, which is around what the game had through 2017 to 2019 until the game was super viral during the COOF in 2020 when it hit a peak concurrent of 489,886 players. Now, again, trans kids don't exist. to be called those groomed kids. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck anyone who tells you otherwise. Now we're going to move on to this one that was actually put out today, saying old school RuneScape removes gender selection in a character creator and adds pronouns. Effing pronouns, you know. Old school RuneScape developer Jagex announced it removed gender selection and added pronoun options in its character creator and makeover interface. Again, this game looks like garbage, by the way. The official Old School RuneScape X account announced the patch on August 14th, writing, "Game update. Grab your duo Slayer partners is back. Not only is this feature finally returning, but we've brought it with some fresh quality of life." By the way, taking this out isn't a quality of life change. It added, plus, some other Pole 82 changes, including the ability to wield tools in your offhand. In the update notes, Jagex detailed, in an updated makeover interface, players may now choose between body type A and body type B, because again, these weirdos think that men and women are the same. They are not. Men are biologically built to have bigger muscles, and women are not. Offering the freedom to pick either body type without the restriction of gender labels. Again, there's only 2 genders. Furthermore, to add it, to give you even more room for self-expression, you can now choose a preferred pronoun for your player character from the following options: he, him, she, her, or they, them. Because that works so well for Concord. That works so well for a game called Concord to add more pronouns for the characters. With only like 2,000 people playing that dog crap-looking game. You can also continue without selecting a pronoun if that's what you prefer. So then why is it in the game? If you can see, at least I'll give this game a little credit. Whereas Starfield, you couldn't do this. At least you could do it with this in this game. The game will use the default based on body type, similar to how it has always been. Again, why is it there? The developer did not stop there. Also added all facial hairstyles can now be used with both body types, because again, they think trans women exist. They do not. Trans women are biological men. Former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern, aka Grums, reacted to this update and also shared a screenshot showing what the makeover interface now looks like in-game. He wrote, quote, "They just ruined OG RuneScape. Mandatory and unasked for update forces body types and pronouns onto players." So it's forced, according to... Apparently the pronouns are indeed forced, according to Grums, even though they say it's not. In a follow-up, Grums responded to arguments that have been made in the past regarding the removal of gender from character creators. He wrote, quote, "If RuneScape patching an ancient game to have pronouns and body types is such a big nothing, then why do it at all? Oh, it's optional? Really? Try making a mod of Nexus mods that removes pronouns and see just how quote-unquote optional this trend is." No, they'll get rid of your mod so fast over there because they're woke as hell. This change is likely done to promote the transgender movement and its accompanying ideology, and alleged seasoned artists... Yes, we read this from the other article. The inside then added is only true for trans. Again, we read all this. We read all this. Again, this is all from the other article, so we don't have to read that again. Again, they say it's optional, but it's not. According to Grums, it's not optional. It's... You have to choose it. And again, it's body type A and body type B. As you can see right here. Body type A, body type B. And you have to choose these pronouns in this game. This is what's crazy, is that these are old games. These are both games that have been around for a long time. And somehow, some way, developers are now being infiltrated to where they're going back into their old libraries and actively changing this. Why is this being changed? It's just such a weird thing. Again, I don't think the trans community are playing Terraria and RuneScape, especially not RuneScape. RuneScape looks like dog water. I don't understand why this needs to be a thing in 2024. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know why they do this to old games. It's great that you can have retro games where they cannot do this nonsense. Oh man, it is so fun to have retro games. They can't do this nonsense. They can't update your game on your disc or anything like that. It's great to see. Again, I will continue to say it. Piracy is where it's at. It's where it's at. Emulation is king. Piracy is king. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button, comment below what you feel about all this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you get notification anytime I post a new video or live stream, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.